What is going on, YouTube? It's me, Vincent McLean, the Common Machine, and we're back again with another episode of the Monday Night Jibber Jabber. Woo! Woo, woo! I'm super excited for today's episode, mostly because it's Monday, and so the Monday Night Jibber Jabber. But also, I'm just excited to have like a really super awesome conversation with everybody and like go through and look at some books, go through, talk some recent events, Invincible, Godzilla versus Kong, Falcon Winter Soldier, everything else that's going on. Also to look at comics that I'm looking at, trying to pick up, other spec stuff, all the good stuff. So that's what we got going on tonight. So lots of that. So make sure that if you come in and you watch this on the replay, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe if you aren't already. Trying to get up the ladder, climbing the YouTube. Let's go. Everybody, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and the rest of your week. This week is starting off pretty okay for me, I'd say. Tomorrow, I'm going to go get my second shot of the vaccine. So hopefully I don't have too many like negative side effects from that. So, we'll see how that goes. And so it's going to be a fun grand old time. So, that's how my week is going to end up going. So we'll see how that all goes. So yeah. So tonight I was just kind of like looking around. Let me share the screen here so we can see what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying. So I was kind of looking at some stuff that I want to get, just kind of checking out the eBay prices. So this is my list. Start from the top here. Start from the bottom. Now we hit. You know what I'm saying? So this is my list of comics that I want to have in the PC at some point, one time or another, hopefully. I definitely think the biggest book on here that I probably will never get, but it'd be cool to be able to like at least see it, in my own hands, would be that Albedo #2. That would be insane. I think that would be crazy. Yo, what's up, Adrian? Thanks for stopping by, bro. Oh, also, I didn't know how I was gonna like put it in the title and all that kind of stuff, but my goal today was to actually open the thing up. So if you want to come hang out, if you want to say hi and join the stream, there you go. Boom. I just dropped the link into the stream. Feel free. Hop on in. We can hang. We can chat. I'm going to be streaming for a while, most likely. So, come hang, come chat. And then, yeah. All right. So back to the list. So I was looking at my list today, and where was I at? I was down somewhere. Where was I at? Oh, yeah. I was looking for a Dragon Ball #1, and I cannot find a Dragon Ball #1 anywhere on here. Like Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z. I can find Dragon Ball Z print #2. No, sponsored. I don't go off sponsored. Let me know. Do you guys ever try to purchase anything off the sponsored stuff? Because whenever I see that just gives me oogies. Like, I really don't know. Hey, what's up, Mark Spector? Thanks for stopping by, man. David. I always just say Mark Spector because it's Mark Spector. David. Thanks for stopping by. What up? Okay, so yeah. I don't know if you guys have the same thought process. Whenever I see anything that says sponsored, it makes me go, ew. So yeah, no Dragon Ball #1. And I really would like to have that book, as long as it's not an Army Lake. So I was looking at that, trying to find prices. And then scrolling through. Okay, so I think I'm going to get these two books next. Okay, so speaking of Godzilla, right? So I've already got this one right over here. I've already got me a 9.2 Godzilla #1. By the way, which we can look at prices on sold listings recently for that. I'm actually very surprised because that was like a hot book, obviously. But I was looking at like Godzilla #20. I think I'm going to try to pick this up next. So when I go to Titan Comics this weekend, hopefully, I'm going to see if he's got a Godzilla 20 in there. If not, then I'll probably go on eBay and purchase it. So my comic shop's got one for $18.50, which is a pretty good price at an 8.0. And then they do have another one that just popped up. I don't think this was here earlier. That one looks pretty good. I think the My Comic Shop one might look a little bit better, but then somebody else has got this on here. So for $27, free shipping plus tax, a 9.0. This thing looks pretty good. The corners are a little bit, frayed, rubbed, whatever you want to call it, but that one looks pretty good. I'm gonna watch list this sucker right here. But yeah, I really like that cover, and Dustin for Two Brothers is the one that actually told me about that one. All right, what do you got? What do you got, David? They just usually add it sponsored so it attracts more attention. You pay an extra fee upon selling. Oh, okay. Got you. All right. So yeah, so I was looking at this one. So Godzilla 20. Godzilla 23 is actually way more expensive. Like actually more expensive. So hitting the $30 to $50 range. And it's because it's the Avengers crossover with Godzilla. But the other one is Fantastic Four. So you would think, because like the family's older than Avengers, but apparently not. So I was looking at that. And then, of course, I'm looking at House of Mystery 175. So if you don't know, House of Mystery 175 is the first appearance of Kane in comic books. I've already purchased the cameo and the first full appearance of Abel. And that's important because the Netflix Sandman series is coming, and both those characters are confirmed to be in there, along with the Librarian, along with Lucifer, and of course, Sandman. And I believe Death has been casted too as well. So I'm trying to get as many of those as I can. But House of Mystery on eBay is, I don't know what is going on with these books here. So House of Mystery, I got one that's in a pretty decent shape. It is, for a single comic, spending $75 plus shipping, $4 or $5. It's pricey. It is a pricey book, but it's old as hell, and it actually looks pretty good. It really does. So there's this one. Now, there's a couple of other lower grade ones here. So, God, from Canada, $20 for shipping. Jesus. Okay, so this one is really beat up. It is almost too beat up for me to want to try to pick up. And it says it is detached at the bottom, which is like a super no-go for me, especially considering the age of the book. It's a 1968. So it's like right on the cusp of Silver Age, but this thing is like beat to hell. And that's just like, that's almost too much beat up for me. Look at this for a 5.0 going for $400. Like first appearance of Kane, like it's a big book. So, I've been looking at that, just trying to finish out some of those key books. What else? So I was also looking at a Man-Thing #1. I've been looking at prices for that. And this is the 1974 one. So I've already got the 1979, so volume 2. I've already got that one, but I've been looking for the first one, and apparently it's also the second appearance of Howard the Duck, but I don't know much about Howard the Duck, so I've been looking at Man-Thing stuff. So I was looking at that, and there's some decent prices for that. And then another book I was looking at is, they got right here. Yeah, so Adventure into Fear, number 10. So I actually saw a copy of this at Titan Comics I'm totally not sharing screen. No wonder. Thank you, Two Brothers. I appreciate it. So I was actually at Titan Comics this past weekend, and he did have an Adventure into Fear number 10. But as you can see over here, fam, I have a giant stack of books, and by giant I mean 5. But like, this was a serious key book haul, so I kind of met my dollar limit on that trip. So whenever I was looking and I saw that, it's like, okay, that's not bad. So I might go back and pick that one up too. So Adventure into Fear number 10 is the first solo beginning series of Man-Thing. So I was looking at that. Start over. Oh my goodness. I can't, I mean, that's a lot. So, okay. All right. So I was looking at what books I was interested in looking up. I'm trying to find me a Dragon Ball number 1. I know you're not interested in that. It's okay. But then I was looking at a Godzilla 20 and a Godzilla 23. I think I'm going to get 20 before I get 23. It's a little bit less expensive, and I can find a higher grade for a cheaper price. Okay, then I did House of Mystery, looking at that recently. Then, of course, you're here for Man-Thing. Okay, now you're caught up. All right. Obviously, like, the Marvel Spotlight stuff is going to be really hard to find. That's not Arms and Legs. So I've kind of been skipping over that for a hot minute. I have been looking at trying to get some Mr. Miracle stuff. So I think whenever I was there last Thursday, Friday, I think I was looking at maybe picking up the issue number 5. He had that. I walked around with that for a hot second, and I thought about walking out with it, but I got some other stuff. All right. He still doesn't have any Scalp number 1. I'm going to have to actually, I think I'm going to have to actually just buy a Scalp number 1 off of eBay, because it's just nowhere. Like, the Honey Hole is not having it. And I really like the cover. I like the story. I've read the first couple issues of it. It's pretty good. I need to keep reading more of it. Yo, what is up, newbie? Hey, I think this might be your first time on the Monday Night Jibber Jabber. So appreciate you stopping by, man. That's awesome. I did catch your live a little bit. What was it? Yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that. It's pretty awesome. Also, I see you've been doing like lots of like spec stuff, but also like you've been having like, I don't know if you're having a war with Key Collector Comics or not, but it's kind of interesting to see some of that, because man, I'll be looking on Key Collector sometimes. I'm like, man, this information is just kind of like, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. So thanks for stopping by, man. I've been watching your stuff for a while, so appreciate it. All right. I do need to finally actually suck it up and get some of these other Spawn books. My Honey Hole does have some of these lower numbered Spawn books, and I've just honestly been too lazy. I've been focused on trying to get some other stuff that's more important, because Spawn, I mean, I can pretty much find lower number Spawn stuff everywhere. So, but I am keeping an eye out for that Spawn 240, because that's a great one. Of course, Star Wars, always trying to look up Star Wars stuff. And that can be challenging upon occasion. And then Swamp Thing number 1. So that's what I was looking at earlier when I started, and you guys saw when I shared my screen at the beginning, when I remembered to share my screen. So I found this one here. This is not bad. So a 2.5 good grade for $98, and it's not bad looking. For a 2.5, it's not bad looking. Staples look intact. There's a little bit of that spine roll going on right up in there, but it's not bad. A little tear up at the top, but I mean, for Swamp Thing number 1, yo, I might try to pick that up. So that's what I've been looking at too. All right, let's keep going on the list here. I really have been trying to focus on Turtle stuff. I kind of feel like Turtle stuff has calmed down a little bit. Let's see. I really want to get an issue 10. That's the one I need before I start trying to get the magazine sizes. And I really need that. I really need an issue number 10. Okay. That's not, wait, hold on. No, I don't do auction. So $70 for the lowest one that they got on here. That's not bad. Wait, what was that one? Number 10 and IDW Color Classic Wrap Set. Damn, why is it $13 for shipping? Jesus. All right. So yeah, I haven't really been focusing on the turtles lately. Man, my comic shop, Titan Comic Shop, he's got a boys number 1 behind the counter in the glass, and man, I really need to have that book at some point. So if anybody in the community ends up having a boys number 1 just laying around that they don't want to hold on to anymore, then just send it to me. I will gladly accept a boys number 1. That would be amazing. Thank you in advance. All right. And I finished all my coffee. Damn it. All right. Let's see. Also, I really want to get a Saga of the Swamp Thing 20. I've been looking at that. A lot of these books are key books, but they're like not super major, but they are key books. And that's kind of where I've been looking at recently. Just trying to keep my costs down a little bit. Because a lot of these other books that I've been looking at, like they are getting up in price, and I don't have the capital to be able to do some of this stuff. All right, so I might be able to get one of these. I mean, what is going on here? This can be a real somebody selling a 9.0 of number 20. Wow, for $80. Wow. Okay, that's kind of a big deal. I don't normally try to just buy slab books like off the cuff. It's got to be a good price and, something I'm really trying to find. So, okay. So check this out. Walking Dead. All right. When I was there last Thursday or Friday, this dude had a graded CBCS 9.8 Walking Dead number 1. And it was asking for $3,500 for Walking Dead number 1. Oh my God. That is just insane. $3,500. Wow. I'm at a loss for words at how much The Walking Dead is. Like, is crazy. I've got a couple key books from The Walking Dead. But man, the number 1 is just insane. All right, so here we go. Thundercats. Thundercats ho. All right. The news came out that the director from Godzilla is doing Thundercats. That is going to be insane. Okay. Here we go. Or was that? I mean, there's plenty of stuff. Here it is. I think this is the one I was looking at. Godzilla vs. Kong director Adam Wingard to helm Thundercats movie for Warner Brothers. That is going to be insane. I cannot wait to see that. That'd be crazy. So crazy. And I don't think there's like anything like 100% set in stone about it, but it is going to be really cool. I cannot wait to see that. Let's see. That's pretty much it right there. But yeah, I cannot wait to see that. That is going to be crazy. So I've been looking out for a Thundercats number 1 for a long time, and I cannot wait to add that to the PC. That's going to be an awesome book. And I'm okay with it being a beater copy. Like, it can be a reader. It can be like a really low grade copy. That's fine, because Thundercats number 1, trying to find anything like moderate, mid grade, and up is expensive. It is like out the window expensive. And yeah, I don't even know. I've also kind of like taken a step back from some of the Transformers books. I pretty much got the ones that I really wanted. Some of these other ones are just kind of like key books. I think I might try to find this Transformers. I might try to I can't talk. Might try to find this Transformers 80. It's the last issue. That's kind of like a low print run, so I might try to find that next. And then just some other X-Men stuff. So there's not like a whole ton of X-Men stuff I'm looking out for. There's some, but there's just so much X-Men out there. Like, I don't even know what to do with myself sometimes. So, but yeah. And then as far as like Batman, I don't have a lot of Batman stuff. I do have some Batman, but not nearly as much as like a lot of other people in the community. So this is what I got for Batman. Okay. not a lot. I'm not like super gung ho for Batman. I do like Batman, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like there's like other lesser known, more cool comics out there that I'd rather get than Batman. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, or are you like, no, Batman all the way. I want all Batman. If you're like Bearded Comic Bro and you want volume 1 of Batman, by all means, go for it. Hey, more power to you. It's just not quite like my whole thing. I like getting some of the Batman stuff, not a whole bunch. So, you know, I got a 7.0 of this classic Neil Adams cover. I've got, you know, Batman year 1 through 4. I got Dark Knight Returns 1 through 4. You know, a couple other ones here. Broken Bat, first Damian Wayne, Batman #1, New 52. And then I picked up the first appearance of Victor Zsasz for $5 off of Tacoma Comics' live stream. So, you know, I've got a couple things here. And then, of course, I did get, this is the most recent pickup, actually, is the Batman Adventures #1, because it's based off the animated series, which is, Harold is the greatest Batman, like, or the greatest, like, animated TV series ever, period, dot, ever. So, yeah. The other thing I do want to get is I want to get that Batman Mask of the Phantasm. I do want to get this one. I think there's actually a couple of them. I thought there was like a couple different ones. Okay, so this is the prestige format. So I believe the prestige format is off of the movie. And I think there's like a couple other Mask of the Phantasm comics. I could be wrong, but I do want to get this one next. You know what? I'm just going to add these. So I think the movie one is pretty sweet, and I'll just do this other one here too. I think that's the actual one. Because that movie, back in the day, Mask of the Phantasm, I love that movie. And it was also dark as hell. And it did kind of scare me a little bit as a kid, but I really enjoyed it. I really liked it a lot. What is up? Thanks for everybody stopping by. If you want to hop on, the link to the StreamYard is up in the chat. Feel free if you want to hop on and we can hang out and chit chat about comics and all suchness. Okay. So yeah, that's the Batman stuff. It's not a lot. I got a little bit. I feel like I got some of the bigger stuff. I would like to get me a Long Halloween. I'd like to get me that. Yo, what is up, Dave?
Hey, what's going on, Vincent? How are you?
Good. What's going on, bro? You doing all right?
Yeah. Just saw you were on, and I just got home from the gym. Figured I'd jump on and say what's up.
Oh, noise.
So you're looking at books on your list?
Yeah, just going through the list here. Just kind of been looking at prices on eBay and stuff like that.
Oh, so, nice.
You know, that's pretty much like the staple of being a comic collector, I feel like, is you're constantly on eBay looking at everything. So
is that some of the books on your list right there? Sorry, can you just go back real quick?
No, this is what I have in my inventory for off of my collector app. So
okay.
I was just going over my Batman stuff that I had. It's not a lot.
All right.
But yeah, so
what's up, Panda? What's up, newbie? What's up, two bro?
Oh man. Hey, how does it feel now that you have your Grail? Now that you have the Werewolf by Night 32, like what are you supposed to do now?
Well, right now I'm just basking in the glory.
Right.
I'm excited. You know, there's no stressing out and worrying about, you know, when am I going to be able to get the book?
Right.
You know, now I have it with me at all times.
Dude, that's at a 7.0. That's such a good. That's like a great that's like a perfect mid-grade book right there.
Yeah, and it's what makes this special is the UK price variant.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's very limited print run. and gives you that little extra standout from your regular 7.0.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
So now, like, I had some of my other 2021 gold books to pick up, but now I'm not in a rush now because that was the one book I've been searching for obviously for years.
Right.
So I got a few of the books to get. I got Submariner #1 from the Silver Age. I have I want to get a Pre-Code Horror LB Cole cover, and then a Submariner comics from the Golden Age. What's up, Dustin?
What's going on, fellas?
And I have a few more issues to finish up Moon Knight Volume 1, and that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Dustin. Hey. We bros, bro?
Oh, yeah, there you go, the Godzilla.
Looks like we bros, bro.
Yes, sir. That's my second copy of that one. I sold the first one I had like 2 years ago, and I've been wanting one ever since I sold it. Literally wanted to buy another one the next day, and I finally got one like 2 weeks ago, I think. So I was pretty pumped to finally get it.
What's the quality on it?
Oh, it's clean. It's probably a 9.4, 9.6. I mean, it's very nice. I think it's got like one little tick right here on Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I mean, the rest of it is like super clean.
That's awesome. Dude, I was looking at all the prices on Godzilla because I was trying to see what my 9.2 was going for and like what it sold recently. And I was actually kind of surprised.
It hasn't really jumped, huh?
Was that a Flash Superman race book?
Yeah, I just picked that up. It just came in the mail today.
Oh, that's sweet.
Bought this from my man Tony Sanders, which will pair nicely with
oh yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
I wish CGC or CBCS would grade those, because that thing right there is so high grade, it is ridiculous.
Dude, so the same book I got at 9.2 of Godzilla #1 sold back in March for $179.
Oh wow.
What'd you pay?
Dude, I don't think I paid more than like $90, to be honest. Like,
okay,
I don't even think I paid $100 for the book.
Yeah, I knew it went up a little bit, but it didn't it hasn't been the recipient of these crazy increases we've seen on everything. It doesn't seem like.
Yeah,
right.
that's weird. Why do you think that? It's a Marvel book.
Yeah.
It isn't. People love Godzilla. Like, why isn't that book seeing the big jumps that these other already established keys are?
I think it probably has something to, I mean, like, because it's not his actual first appearance in comics, and
right.
I don't think that character. I think that's like a niche character too. So, yeah. I don't think everyone was excited as like I know me and Vince were like out of our mind pumped for the new movie to come out and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't think, just like Mortal Kombat, hasn't really jumped that much. I know that they were covering it, saying that
yeah,
they were covering it on the list, saying, "Oh, it's sold for $300 something." The book's been selling for that price for a minute.
What's up, Kirk? What's going on? Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, I was looking at some of those Mortal Kombat books. Like, I'm a big Kung Lao fan, so I was looking at that Kung Lao #1, and you can still pick them up for $15-20 raw.
Yep. And that's one of the more expensive ones. Like,
I've seen
that one sell in the past couple of years for like $50 in a super high grade. And I purchased one that was supposed to be super high grade, but the guy he wrapped it in saran wrap and put it in a bubble mailer. So by the time it got to me, it was destroyed. And then when I called him out on it on eBay and messaged him, he deleted his account. So
damn.
Geez.
But yeah, I mean, it's just niche characters, I think.
Hey, Panda, I really like your setup that you got going on in the background now.
Oh, thanks, man.
Dustin, get out of here. Yeah, Panda, I like how you got your wall all put together. It looks really good, bro.
Yeah, once we get this pre-screen going, I'm planning on adding more to it, so this way it's just the whole fucking wall.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just got mine together, so I'm going to be taking those to get pressed this week, and we'll be able to get that thing off pretty soon, hopefully.
Hey, are you doing a full 25 or are you going above that?
We're splitting it. Me, him, and B. Ramey are splitting one together.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Man, I was kind of thinking about maybe trying to put together like an actual CGC grading list. I don't know, maybe like 5 books. I was thinking maybe send about 5 books out. But man, it really is expensive. And like, I don't have, I mean, I could do something like Panda where I just put a whole bunch up, but like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they need to, like, once they're graded, they need to stay as far away from the light as possible. And, you know, it's expensive, but they look nice, but it's like, I don't know how much more wall space I have to be able to just put everything up and just like try to make it look good.
That's why I did this. I took everything out, stripped the room down to nothing, and I'm redoing everything so that I can display more of my stuff and because it's just like, you know, I spent all this money on these books and these boxes, and like I barely ever look at them, you know.
Yeah.
So I want to look at them, but I did grab. And you guys will see a video coming up soon. I did start grabbing those BCW, the plastic bins. Grabbed one for regular books and one for graded books. And oh my God, that isn't a life changer to have one for graded books. Because, I mean, what else do you do with them? You stick them sideways in a regular cardboard box, and you know, you can only use half of that box. And it's just like, throw them in there.
Yeah. Thankfully, like, I've got a filing cabinet. And it fits short boxes, BCW short boxes, totally fine, but I can only do 3, and I got like this much space on one side inside the filing cabinet. So I've got like some other little project stuff that I was trying to do, and then like a whole crap ton of like extra backing boards just like stacked in there too as well. And then I've got one short box that's just CGC books, and they're just laying down inside there, but yeah, the struggle's real. But Panda, I do like how your background looks now. It looks sweet. And like looking at it, like I see like at least like 4 to 5 books that I actually have on there too, but you got yours graded, so that's like a plus.
Well, what's it called? I looked at it and I've got 9 graded just TMNT books.
Yeah.
I got like 6 or 7 are supposed to come back from CGC. They should be here this week.
Should be, right? Like that's the whole thing right now.
Week. Yeah, they mailed out at the end of last week. So, and it'll be my Raphael 1, my issue number 2 actually already came in, first print 3, first print 4, and a shatter cover number 1, the reprint shatter cover, and then my Ash came for Last Ronin. So I'm about to have a bunch of turtles too, but they're going to be the big ones.
Yeah. What'd your Ash King come back as?
I don't know, because I submitted them through Avery Pressing, and he submitted them for me. So only thing I got was there's the invoice number, so I can email CGC and check the status. So, who dat out? He sent pretty much the same books out as I did. So when he gets his back, we're gonna do a video together, you know, comparing our grades and showing them off, and so we'll see. But I know what one of them is, because my number 2 came back like 2 or 3 months ago, because it graded so high they had to put it in another tier above the other ones. So
oh wow.
So it came back a lot quicker.
Damn, that's awesome.
Well, congrats on that number 2, man.
Yeah. That $200 price tag that I paid on that, man, the guy, I showed him what I got back, and he was like, bro, I need some more money. I said, I bet you do.
Bro, man, that's the struggle for me right now. Like looking at my wish list, like a lot of the books on my wish list now, they're like starting to be like that, like $100 to $150 to $200 for the single issue. Yeah. And you know, like every once in a while, it's like, all right, man, I got a little bit of extra. I can do this. Let me look for a price, and I'll find a price and get it. But man, like
right now is not the time to buy anything. And I mean, like I've made purchases last week, I think, between last week and the week before. I purchased books that I don't even have any business owning, but I probably won't be buying anything big anymore this year. Like I have
send them this way. If you not having any business having them, you can AOK them to me. That's all right.
I mean, I probably dropped almost $5,000, and yeah, but I'm not buying anything else until stuff shakes down a little bit, because
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a seller's market for sure. But
dude. Adrian, you've been posting so much. Adrian's been posting so much on his Instagram. Hey, this is the price. Here's the price. Let's go. And I'm like, damn, Adrian's got some hustle going on. Like,
no, that's for a local comic book shop that
Oh, okay.
And so I'm helping him out because he's a cash-only business. And so he doesn't have any PayPal or anything like that. So I was like, yo, let me move some books for you. Not only is it going to look good for my page, you know what I mean? Like seeing all these big books on my page, but it'll help actually, move some of your stuff. And, I've been wheeling and dealing with all these people, and I've been able to sell for them. And my goal was to at least sell $2,000 worth of books for them. And I reached it the other day. And so now my new goal is to get them, over 5,000. And it's just what you kind of have to do for your LCS, man. They love you. You got to give them back the love.
Right.
I do it all the time for mine.
Yeah. Hey, Comics on the Mind. You had a fight to get a She-Hulk #1 for less than 100. So, just let you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be like, bro, what's the matter with you? So I actually traded my She-Hulk #1 out. I did. I traded it out because I just didn't feel the need to keep it anymore. Like I hit that point so I can get some other stuff that I really wanted. And to be fair, I don't think my copy was higher than like a 4, to be honest. Like it was pretty low. It had like it had a serious spine curve going on it. You know what I mean? So, at the time, I think I probably bought it for like $45 at the time. And that was like a year or two ago. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the question is,
Kurt,
what did you trade it?
Oh, sorry. Kurt, do you have a thing #1? I just wanted to ask him that real quick. Sorry.
What did you
have one? I just wanted to know if he had one.
I don't remember what I traded up for it. But like it was definitely for some other stuff that I would rather have, if it's just sitting in the box, and like I'm like, all right, well, yeah, it is a big first appearance. I'm all about keys and first appearances, but like if I'm like, all right, I feel like I got my value at it, let me at least trade it up. So I'll trade it up to try and find something that like I could actually enjoy having in the PC. So
yeah, I'm
Are you
holding my
collecting
copy
Preacher?
for a while.
am I collecting creatures?
Preacher.
Yeah, well, I got Preacher #1 over there in a 9.4. And
My
then
shop just got a bunch of different Preacher issues in. I didn't know if you needed any.
so the only ones that I'm actually looking for that I have on my list, let me scroll through here.
Ooh, Steph's buying a big book next week.
Of course he is. It's Something Killing the Children, just like Andy is with Saga. Did you guys watch Andy's live? Like, I called it. He's like, oh, I got a Grail unboxing. It's a fucking Saga book. Like, we all know this. Dustin, the only Preacher book that I have on my list right now is Preacher #2.
Okay, yeah, he didn't have that one. He
So,
just got like a bunch of like the lower numbered like run fillers and stuff.
yeah.
I didn't think you were putting a run together, but I just figured I'd ask.
No, I've got number in the PC. I've got #1. I've got number 13, which is the first appearance of Air Star, and that's that cover right there. And then I got the last issue. So that's typically what I'll try to go for if I'm going to do like any like specific kind of like. Oh shit. Hold on. Here we go. If I'm trying to do like any specific kind of like, let me get some key books out of a run, I'll usually go for the first issue, the last issue, and then some of the other major keys in between it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Steph, it's a Star Wars first appearance book. Like every single one of the Star Wars books is a first appearance of some character that
Yeah.
I've never heard of.
Star Wars doesn't have.
So you got to be
Come on, dude.
Okay, so he's getting probably a Star Wars Clone Wars #1. He's probably getting a Ahsoka Tano. That's probably what he's getting. Or he's getting a Boba Fett, all right? Like, come on.
or
God
first
damn.
off, Afra.
What?
For a Star Wars book, bro? Get out of here.
Hey, comics on the mind. Hey, definitely keep an eye out. If you are trying to get Star Wars books, especially 1 through 5,
You talking
and
about
if
someone killing children?
oh yeah, that too. However, if you're trying to get Star Wars books, if you're having trouble and all you find is the reprints, you could at least get the reprints until you find the other ones. But also, Something is Killing the Children. The only thing I have from that is the foil #1. That's it. Because Skeff's got like 8 million copies of #1, and he just won't send me one. So
I got a bunch of those at CGC right now too. I did a fast track, and I sent in about 7 or 8 books under issue 7, I think. The FOCs and variants and stuff. So, but that was over a month ago with a fast track, and they just got in. So I probably won't get them back for 6 years.
Man, I was talking last Monday. I don't remember who I was talking with, or it might have been on Instagram or something like that. But when is Once and Future gonna blow up out of nowhere? Because I'm ready for it.
That'd be nice, but I don't think it will.
I think the story has and I've talked to Andy about it too. Like, he kind of has gotten to where he's the same way I am. Like, I dropped it because it just got too hard to follow, and I think Andy's getting the same way. I think it's done that to a lot of people. The first story arc was great, but it's gotten so in depth with that old folklore that a lot of people, not everyone understands all of it, and you get lost so easily. I mean, I loved that book. I talked about that book being my favorite thing I looked forward to every week. But I took it off the pull list because it got too hard to follow. I just didn't understand it anymore.
Yeah, I wish it would, but I will agree. Like, the last 3 or 4 issues were kind of like, okay, hold on, what happened in the last one? Okay, that's what I remember now. And I almost kind of feel like that's how it's going to be for We Only Find Them When They're Dead, because that one's kind of like in the same thing, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I pulled We Only Find Them When They're Dead. I pulled that off.
Yeah,
I didn't
even it off later. Issue 1.
Yeah, I don't even think that made it to my pull list. And Skeff, you better take that back, bro. I bet I could pull a 9.6 Ultimate Fallout, or a 9.8 Ultimate Fallout 4 if I sent one.
Damn, shots fired across the bow. Bro.
See, I did.
Bro. Yeah, like dude is gonna get hella salty. So okay, so I don't know if you guys knew this, but this past Wednesday I had this many books to pick up for New Comic Book Day. That's how small my pull list was.
Same here.
Whoa.
That's
how small.
That's a good problem.
So I think the only other new book that I picked up was Alien #1 by Marvel Comics. Now, what do you guys think is going to end up happening with that? Do you think it's going to like blow up? Do you think it's going to become like a throwaway, and the Dark Horse and everything is always going to be the #1s for that? What do you guys think?
Considering I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Panda.
I was going to say, I think the Dark Horse are always going to be the ones that people are after.
Yeah.
The Marvel one right now, it's so new, and just wanting to see what Marvel's going to do with it. I think that's the only reason why people were so hyped about #1. Now going forward, I think people are just going to drop it because they're just looking for the #1. There's nothing really going on in the story, honestly.
Yeah.
And they already pulled Predator, so I mean, what does that tell you?
Right. So like, that's unfortunate because like, I don't know. I thought the Alien cover A looked pretty good. I think it looked really good art wise. But man, I don't know. I was like, I'm going to get it so I can at least have it. Like, I'm not going to add it to my pull list because I don't want an entire run because I'm probably not going to read it. So I at least get the first copy and just have it done, hold on to it for a while and see what ends up happening. All right. So everybody has seen Godzilla versus Kong, right?
Yes, sir.
Mark Spector Comics is not. What are you doing with your life?
I believe it or not, I just finished the Snyder cut the other day.
That wasn't even worth watching, bro. Godzilla versus King Kong definitely was, though.
Hey, like the Snyder cut was dope as hell, but like if you want like a good like let me watch this and be entertained the entire time, like, yo, Godzilla versus Kong. You need to watch it.
That's next on queue on my HBO Max. So I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, I'm so happy with that, and they haven't even said what they're going to be doing for like the next like if in the MonsterVerse thing. So there's like so much that could happen, but I don't know. I want to see more. I want to see more Monkey versus Lizard.
I don't know. They may leave it where it was.
It'd be super cool.
I don't know. I mean, the way they ended it. I mean, who else is left? I mean, Mecha was pretty much the last one to bring in.
That's true.
I mean, that King of Monsters, they ran through everybody else there. I mean, they've already had the Godzilla versus Kong fight, and then they bring in Mecha. I mean, I can't think of anything really that's left. We can have, Bigfoot.
I don't think he's that big to be able to go up against Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because his name is Bigfoot doesn't mean his feet are that big.
Yeah, Mecha Ghidorah. You're right. You're right on that one.
It could happen. It could happen.
That one though was like a perfect ending to the 4-part series, though. I mean, like if they leave it there, I don't feel disappointed at all.
No, not at all.
You know what they're gonna do next, right? A Godzuki.
What?
Who is that?
You don't know Godzilla's son?
No, I had never.
You've never seen Godzilla's son, Godzuki.
I've never even heard of that.
Either?
No.
My granddaddy, he had all the old Godzilla and King Kong movies, like the stop motion ones. So like I've seen all of those so much as a kid, and I don't really remember them, but I watched them so much as a kid when I was there. Like I've refused to ever go back and rewatch them. But I never heard of Godzuki. But that's a funny sounding name. I like how that sounds.
So in one of the movies, Godzilla was trying to teach his son how to do the scream and do that power that he does out of his mouth, right? And the whole time Godzuki couldn't do it, and he would let out this little it was like that Simba in the Lion King where he tries to roar, and all that comes out is smoke rings.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Smoke rings.
That is hilarious.
Kurt knows what I'm talking about. He said he saw it.
Yeah. He said he saw it.
Yeah,
Man.
but no, I really hope they don't do Godzuki, Kirk. I really don't. It is more of a comedy than it is an action movie. Like,
okay,
that's exactly what it was just a comedy film. So
did any of you guys change teams after the movie was over?
Hell no. No, Godzilla all the way, bro.
I'm always
I was Team Kong the whole time.
Godzilla all the way. Although, mad respect for King Kong because the dude was crunk, okay? Like, the dude was crunk. All right, best part of the movie was whenever, like, he was like, and then he's like,
Did you ask Mark if you wanted to hear spoilers first?
Yeah, you can do spoilers, man.
Hey, what's the time? What's the date? Hey, I said it in the last Monday Night Jibber Jabber too. I was like, hey,
previous
like
King Kong Godzilla movie, so it doesn't matter,
bro. Like, it doesn't matter, and he's already seen the Snyder cut, so he's good. He's solid. All right, the best part was was when King Kong got zapped back up. And then he was like, "Oh, my shoulder," and he's just like, "Wham!" And he puts it back in the socket, and he's all like, bro, that was like tight as hell, bro. It was awesome. Mark, David, did you see the Mission Impossible Fallout? Did you see that one with Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill? Okay, so you remember in the bathroom fight scene, whenever Henry Cavill got thrown across, and then he's all like, gets back up, and he's like, and he like reloads his biceps. Yo, that's like King Kong equivalent. It was sick, bro. It was so cool.
Kong was the star of that.
He was good.
That first part when they were on the aircraft carrier and he hits him with that haymaker, like it was a haymaker. You see Godzilla's head just snap back.
Yeah.
Man, that was dope. Like, Godzilla came back and gave him another right, but dude, King Kong, man, just hit him with that right so hard that even my wife went, Oh,
Yeah, dude, like
Like, it
even
was
in the
that
trailers, like the trailers showed like a good amount of fight going on. But like it was like a real short, it's like a real short clip. So you didn't see like the expanse of everything else going on. And then when
Yeah.
you see it, you're like, holy shit, this is actually happening. We have a giant ape that is literally jumping from battleship to carrier, and he's going toe to toe with Godzilla on top of it. And he's just like,
Yeah.
just across the face.
Oh, it was-
Hey,
100%.
okay, like it was so good though. Like it really, even though the movie was Godzilla versus Kong, in reality, it was really a Kong 2 movie because it was more centered around him. So, and they did a really good job of like conveying more connectivity to Kong in this movie a lot. And so, like, you start to really feel the dude. You start to really
When he sat
back
on the
him.
throne.
Yo,
Oh,
bro, chill.
Boom!
Oh, that was so cool.
dude.
That was
It
the
was-
most come at me bro scene of any movie ever.
Bro, dude, it was so good. And like you really do connect with him, but like it's Godzilla. Godzilla is like, hey, I'm alpha. There's some bullshit going around here. I have to go take care of this. And so, he's doing that. And then they're like, okay, well, we need to try to find a way to blah, 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 blah. And, it's just, oh, bro, so good.
See,
I love
and
it.
like, yeah, when they were fighting, like, Kong didn't.
Dude, my wife was asking the same thing. Like, how is there light in Hollow Earth? Where's the sun?
I don't know, because up is down and down is up, and then when Godzilla's shooting the blast down, and then Kong is looking up.
Yeah,
but then Kong climbs down to go up. So I don't know.
Yeah, like remember, like when they go through the hole first, then they fall down and then they go back up. So yeah, it's the whole up is down, down is up. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the core is reflective somehow, and it's just like surrounding the Hollow Earth. Like we're gonna start adding more conspiracy theories, to this whole thing, because like I talked about that at work today. It was like after Godzilla versus Kong, Hollow Earth is now gonna take over Flat Earth. Like I guarantee it.
Dude, so that axe, was that the spine of Godzilla? Like that was one of his spikes?
A previous, like one that was already dead. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's been charging because of the core or whatever, how it's been on the floor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It held a charge, but
Yeah.
it was hard. It was kind of hard to follow like exactly what was going on with that part, but
Right. Oh yeah.
okay, maybe the radiation there, yeah.
But
So
like
when he fought Godzilla with that axe, the first thing he did was just fucking gag him with it as soon as he opened his mouth.
That was actually an Easter egg to the original movie, because King Kong actually picks up like this big ass tree and just shoves it down his throat.
that is awesome.
And that was what the axe was made out of, was like a tree.
No, it was a bone.
Was it a bone? I thought.
Yeah, it was a bone.
I
It
thought
was
it
like
was
a
a
big
bone.
old it's like a big old femur.
Oh,
Is the
okay.
actual
I
handle
think
of the
that's what
axe.
it was a throwback to, like an Easter egg, because he like just yanked that thing down his throat in the original movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that fight. I'm really glad that fight, like it happened, started at night and then it went all the way to day with Mecha, which was really cool. But I was also really happy that there was no rain going on. And then I don't know if you guys have ever watched Angry Video Game Nerd. Have you ever guys heard of him?
Yeah.
Or watched any of his stuff? So he did a review and he was talking about it. And he said that was like the number one thing he hoped that they didn't do in this movie, and they didn't, and it was amazing.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, even though Godzilla put the hurts on Kong, Mecha drug Godzilla and Kong drug Mecha. So by proxy, Kong wins all.
Yeah. It wouldn't have really helped because Kong wasn't going to be able to do any damage with the axe unless Godzilla charged it up for him.
Yeah, I guess.
But I will say that I do appreciate the fact that they like in the beginning, obviously mano a mano, and Kong had the axe. Godzilla was like, "Bro, you need to check yourself before I wreck yourself." You know what I'm saying? And then there was like that mutual, like, okay, at the end of the entire thing, and he's like, "All right, bro, you're good to stay." Like, it's kind of like I don't know how much you guys follow like traditional Japanese tattooing or anything like that, but one of the things that they do, so like I got a giant traditional Japanese dragon here on my arm, and if you do sleeves and you do like a suit kind of thing, on the other arm they put a tiger, and the tiger is to help represent like the top tier predator on Earth, and dragon is in air. So it's kind of like that balance where like Godzilla is like king of everybody, sea.
And they do the same thing with like water and fire too, don't they?
Yeah. So I like how there's like that juxtaposition. There's that yin and yang balance going on, because like even though they fight, like they're still both, apex predators and they're top of the food chain respectively. And then that was just awesome.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I'm so hyped up about talking about that movie right now. I don't even know.
My 5-year-old, he was so jacked for it.
Did your wife watch it too? Or
yeah,
no?
She enjoyed it.
Awesome. Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah, my son made my wife watch it with us.
We all sat down like over the past month or so, and we watched Skull Island, and then we watched Godzilla, we watched King of Monsters. So, and then right after we watched King of Monsters, the trailer dropped for Godzilla versus Kong, and we were sitting at the kitchen table, and I was watching, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And so I showed my kid, and as soon as that punch happened, my 5-year-old was like jumping up and down. He's ready to watch it. I'm like, "Love it, don't come out for a little while," and he was upset, but. Yeah, we sat down and watched it Friday night. It was enjoyable for sure. Definitely,
that's awesome.
Definitely did not disappoint.
Yo, like I'm sorry, like if I'm passionate about something, it just starts to come out. Like I can't stop it. It just happens. So I appreciate it. Hopefully I can inspire you to do the same thing with collecting comic books, even though we're talking movies right now. But yeah. All right. So have you guys also the big thing, Invincible? Have you guys been watching Invincible?
Yes, I have.
No.
Okay. So
I've been watching Invincible. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this.
Oh my God. What is that? Jesus.
These are the 3 compendiums that encapsulate all of Invincible.
Wow. That is awesome.
Heavy.
So, okay, David, Dustin, have you guys read Invincible or anything?
No.
Okay.
Nick just got done reading it, and I was gonna watch it, but then I saw what it was, and I don't do anime, so it just wasn't something for me.
Okay, but check it.
I'll watch.
You liked Batman animated, right?
When I was a kid, I did. Yeah.
What about Justice League animated?
Never seen it.
Okay, well, you're missing out because that shit was dope as hell. However, if you like the Batman animated series, it kind of almost looks like that. Like you can tell there's like some inspiration for it. But I'm telling you, bro, like the story is great. You really should watch it for the story. Your kid would probably like it too because there's a lot of like father-son family stuff going on. It's kind of like if Superman and Bruce Wayne, like their respective stories actually went the other way to where like neither of their parents died and they actually got taught how to be a superhero kind of thing. So it's like, it's pretty good, but I will say it is like hella gory in some parts and hella brutal. Definitely foul language and stuff, but like, it's really good. Like it's super good. You like The Boys, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
What?
Not a fan.
Bro.
Boys? Did you actually read The Boys though?
No, I didn't read The Boys, but I tried to. I watched like 1 or 2 seasons, and I was just like, I wasn't a fan.
Bro, like Boys season 1 was dope as hell. Season 2 was pretty good too, but
and
season
Nick,
1,
he loved the Invincible series. I think he's finished reading it almost, or he did finish reading it, but he didn't like the show though. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. I
Nick
think
is a big anime fan.
I think since you guys haven't read the book, I think you probably would like just seeing how they brought the series to life in the TV show. Because like I hadn't actually read it. The only person I ever knew that talked about Invincible was Skeff, and that dude spent $350 on a mystery box and he got a first print. Like nobody's business.
So I know somebody's getting good stuff in mystery boxes.
Yeah, that's why I never buy mystery boxes. So so the dude got lucky, and of course he sent it off to get graded, and whatever grade 9.6 or whatever it is, Ultimate Fallout 4, 9.6. But I think you should watch it. Give it a try. At least give the first episode. If the first episode doesn't hook you in by the very, very end, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I've never read the series. I don't intend on reading the series. I think it's a lot of issues, right?
Yeah, it's 100 and.
I think it took Nick like 2 months to read all of it.
Yeah, that's a lot of issues for me to read, and I'll definitely watch it.
I thought that's what I was doing when I purchased this one, but apparently I wasn't. So
right.
That video will come out soon.
All right, so we did Invincible. So here we go, Dustin. This is going to be up your alley. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Are you up to date?
Mm-mm. I don't do Disney Plus, so sorry.
Surprises me.
I'll check out if you want me to, man. I was here for Godzilla and Kong.
Hey, no, you're totally fine, bro. You're totally fine. However, if you ever find a way to watch it without having to do Disney Plus, which there's plenty of ways to do that, give it a shot. See what you think about it. It's kind of interesting how they're going with it. But honestly, I think I'd rather see the Winter Soldier with Cap Shield than Falcon, personally.
I don't know. I think that character, I don't know. To me, Anthony Mackie makes Falcon so fun and does such a great job. I couldn't see anybody else taking the mantle up. To me, Anthony Mackie is, after Robert Downey Jr., he is the best character that they have put together for the Avengers. I mean, for me, like, most enjoyable character. I love that guy. He plays the role so well. He's able to be a badass 1 second and then crack a joke and make you laugh the next second. I've seen some clips from it, and I mean, like, he definitely has that action hero-esque about him. But yeah, I don't know. Especially after they cut his hair, I wasn't really digging the Winter Soldier. Like, I don't know. I like that character that they portrayed Bucky as, like that kind of like dark, mysterious badass.
Mm-hmm.
But then they cut his hair, and he starts talking too much, and like that kind of goes away. But I don't know. To me, I think Anthony Mackie, like, I'd like to see Falcon be the one. Maybe
it will happen. But I will say, though, I like the direction they're going with the Winter Soldier in the series, because you can still, like, even after Avengers, Wakanda, him recovering and stuff like that, even in this one, you can see he's still dark and mysterious because he's still fighting all of his inner demons of being the Winter Soldier. And, like, you can see he's still angry and all that struggle is going on. And, he's very much shoot first, ask questions later kind of situation going on. But yeah, so I can kind of see what you mean by that, but yeah, like, if you get a chance, I would say try to watch it. Like, it was pretty good because, like, yeah, Winter Soldier. I'm sorry, but that's in my opinion. The Winter Soldier is the best MCU movie of all of them, in my opinion. Second only to Endgame, because let's be honest, like, that last fight scene when Cap is like, Avengers assemble, bro, like yeah, full on.
Works, but to me, the first Avengers is my favorite overall.
I've got a lot of attachment to the first Avengers, so that's why that's my favorite. I took my son, who was just born, and we went into the cry room, and I was not going to miss it. I went that night with my newborn baby, like, inside the carrier and everything. And so that was the first movie I ever took my son to, even though he won't remember it.
Right.
It holds a lot of attachment to me. So Avengers 1, I've always said, was my favorite one. Then it goes, Winter Soldier, and then Endgame is there too, top
right.
3 at the very least. But Avengers 1 is always my favorite. Just,
yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about it with them all just assembling all together and getting that group shot where they're, it's panning around.
Dude, so good, man. So like, good. Seeing that is so good.
Yeah.
I was working at Comcast when they came out, and I swear for a week, every house I went into, that's what people were watching on their big screens. And it was so enjoyable for me to be at work and be watching Avengers. And I wasn't collecting comics at all at the time. I didn't even know comic books were still being printed. But that movie was so good.
Dude, that's awesome. I will say the first Avengers was super awesome. Finally seeing the entire team to come together, bro, that was awesome. But for me, man, I really liked the story of Captain America Winter Soldier so much. And I don't know if it's because like I really dig like espionage movies and stuff like that, because there's kind of like that, you know, espionage kind of thing going on where they have to go undercover within the undercover because they're undercover kind of situation. You know what I mean? And I think the other one that really comes to the top is probably Iron Man. Like Iron Man #1 just set the stone for the entire thing. And it's just such a great movie. Although, even though I say that, I'm not a huge Iron Man comic book collector. I don't think I own a single Iron Man book.
What about Guardians? Guardians, my top 5.
Guardians was really great. I really enjoyed Guardians because it was hilarious. It just flat out hilarious. And we're all wrestling fans here, I'm going to assume, right? Yeah. David, you a big wrestling fan? Okay, so Dave Bautista's fucking character is just off the wall. And it's just so great. So great.
Yeah. All right, Vincent, dude, I got to head out. Guys, it was good hanging out with you guys. But I will see you guys all in the next one. All right.
All right. Peace out, man. Thanks for stopping by.
All right. Later, man.
Yeah. Mark, we're doing super great tonight. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Set the stone. Yes. Whoever said that. Was that me? I don't know if that was me. I don't know. But yeah. It's spelled with a W.
Yeah, it still has a W on it, dude.
Yeah, still got a W. Hey, did you sign up for Peacock so you can watch Mania?
Nah. That Peacock network sucks, dude.
Yeah, so check it out. So I did sign up for it so I could watch like good quality of WrestleMania for this weekend. However, I don't know if I'm going to continue on with it. But what I'll do is I will send you a link so you can watch all wrestling for free, like pay-per-views and everything. That's how I watch AEW every weekend or every week on Wednesday. Bro, if you want wrestling, watch AEW on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, I haven't checked any of that out. I haven't kept up with what's going on in a long time, but I like to watch like the old stuff, the documentaries. I like the Broken Skull sessions. I'm excited to see Chris Jericho show up on the Broken Skull sessions. That's going to be interesting.
Yo, like, yeah, for real. Like, I was really shocked at seeing that Chris Jericho was going to be on the WWE network, WWE platform for an interview. I was really kind of shocked by that.
Did you see the Instagram video when they announced it, where they're both sitting there and you can't really tell it's Jericho, and they both just turn and he smiles? And Jericho's like, "Yeah, I'm here." And in the hashtags, it's, there's AEW hashtags in the video on Instagram.
Wow. So, that's surprising.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I'm more surprised by that than Rob Van Dam being elected to be inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me, but I was never a fan of his at all. So
I loved RVD back in the day, but I didn't ever expect him to get into the Hall of Fame considering how much marijuana. Yeah, he's getting inducted. Paul Heyman is inducting RVD in the Hall of Fame.
He had the belt he had the strap for less than 24 hours because he got pulled over on his way home after he won the title and got a DUI or something.
Yeah, I was a fan of his. Bob.
Mark, okay, I don't know what you're trying to do here, bro, but Chris Benoit is like probably my top 3 wrestlers of all time, and because he probably had my favorite entrance music of all time, so I'm just gonna kind of let that one slide just ever so slightly. So, Mark, if you wanna hop on here and try to defend yourself off of that off-shade comment, you're more welcome to. But
he only lived like 20 minutes from me too.
Go kick his ass. No, I'm just kidding.
There was back in the 90s, man, like living close to Atlanta, there was so many of those guys that live out here, like Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner owns a Shoney's restaurant 25 minutes from me. That's Diamond Dallas Page, he lives like 30 minutes from me. His studio is only like 30 minutes away. When I talked to Lex Luger last year, he told me where he was staying at because I told him I lived in Dallas, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like 20 minutes down the road, man." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool."
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, I was able to meet him a couple of years ago at Rhode Island Comic Con. Scott Steiner.
Oh yeah,
Really nice guy.
was he?
Yeah. I used to met him. I've heard stories, but he was pretty
Yeah. I wouldn't go up to him when I saw him at the Shoney's because I've heard so many horror stories. And like he's old and he's nowhere near the size he was, but like just knowing what a douche he can be from what I've heard from people, like and I can understand it. Like at a con, yeah, obviously they're gonna be cool because that's what they're there for. But
Right.
you know, I'm not gonna go walk up to
Right.
your restaurant, you know.
You have to pick the moment. Like you have to be respectful of their privacy and them just trying to be normal people, and you have to pick the right moment for it. So I completely get it, but I don't think I would ever willingly try to go up to Scott Steiner because I'm not trying to like get my head caved in by a dude that, like, no, thank you. No, not at all. So speaking of wrestling, I was at the Honey Hole Titan Comics up here in Dallas, and I happened to be in the filing cabinet that had the letter U in it, and I was looking. No, I was in W. I was looking in W, and I saw me some Undertaker #1s up in there, and I was like, man, if I wasn't already spending some cash, I would have picked me up like at least the cover A of that. They had like the photo prints and stuff in there too.
I've got almost all of the #1s except for there's one I don't have. I picked up the Graveyard foil cover last year, but there's one that I don't have. But it's like $80 like all the time on eBay. But yeah, I pick up all those Chaos Comics WWE books when I see them. I've got all the Stone Colds. I've got the Undertakers, the China. I've got all kinds of them.
Bro, I want to get a Stone Cold one. I'd love to get a Sting cover. That'd be awesome because Sting came back at AEW, and bro, like Stinger was super awesome for the last pay-per-view. It was super cool, and he's got a sick like T-shirt off the AEW website. Looks really cool. I really want one.
I was this close, man, to purchasing a 9.8 signature series Stone Cold #1.
Woo!
But and what I was doing is I was saving all my eBay bucks from winning the hunt, and I was going to use those to like pay for half of it. And the day that I went to go do it, it was gone. I'd been watching it for like a month, and it had been on there for like almost a year, and somebody bought it literally the day before I was ready to purchase it. I was crushed. Damn,
that sucks. Hey, Cole, look, hey, I was waiting for you to show up here because I knew you'd be watching Raw right now. So thanks for stopping by. I cannot wait to see what transpires this weekend. Unfortunately, I work on Sunday, so I'm not going to be able to catch like the first couple hours of WrestleMania on Sunday.
They're doing a 2-part again, right?
Right. So they're doing Saturday and Sunday. They're actually doing it for both shows. So NXT TakeOver is happening Thursday, Friday, then WrestleMania is Saturday, Sunday. So I don't know how much. I'm assuming my entire weekend's gonna be covered with wrestling and hunting for comic books, most likely.
Fun fact about WrestleMania this year. Did you know this is the first time in our lifetime? Because I don't know how old you are. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay, so first time since 1988, WrestleMania will not feature either Triple H, Undertaker, or Shawn Michaels on the card.
Really?
First time since '88 that at least one of those guys won't be featured on the card.
Oh wow!
Now that you mention it,
that kind of, when I saw that, I was like, well, my life's over.
Like, bro, for real.
Like, what the hell do I do now?
Man, I've been watching. I do watch a lot of YouTube, obviously, but I also watch a lot of wrestling shows and stuff on YouTube. And they were going through like some of the greatest moments and stuff like that. And of course, the first Shawn Michaels versus Taker at WrestleMania, I thought about going back through and watching that like over the weekend because I was just like, bro, like greatest match of all time. Hands down. There's no other match that beats that. Like, try. No, it's not there.
Those string of matches between Taker and Shawn and then Triple H and Taker directly after were definitely incredible.
So
and I'm a little partial to anything featuring Shawn or Triple H because they're the absolute goats, but
they are hella goat. And let's be honest, like DX is just like,
Oh,
Just-
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was
Bro.
talking like individually, but
That
like,
too.
yeah, DX, like, yeah, you have to enjoy that.
Their chemistry and just being total goofballs just makes it like it's such a good like change from being 100% serious face or heel, and then they bring DX in here, and then they're just full on heel, just being like ridiculous out the ass. It's just so great. I love it. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited for wrestling. I can't wait to see what's going on. But really, if you want to watch some, like, because Cole will even tell you, Cole, if you're in here right now, what is happening on Raw, and is it super lame at this moment? Because it probably is.
There's a couple of their guys is going to be at the Huntsville Expo this weekend that me and Nick will be the official media team at.
Okay, so you got Darby Allin. I saw Darby Allin there.
Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara is part of the inner circle with Chris Jericho.
Yeah, so those two guys will be up there this weekend.
So Darby Allin is awesome. He is the TNT title holder right now, and he is really good. Him and Stinger had the match at the most recent pay-per-view that was super awesome. But definitely go meet him. So his half of his face, as you see in the picture, is all painted and stuff like that. Yeah. But on the same side that he paints his face, he's got like an anatomical, like muscle, bone, skin tattoo all the way down his left arm, down to his knuckles. It's pretty sick. And then his finisher is called the coffin drop. So he'll be on top of the top rope, and he'll turn his back completely. And then he'll look real quick, and then he'll just like full on, just like catch me, bro. Just full on. That's his finisher. And he'll do that off top rope in the pay-per-view they did last time. He did it off of like 2.5, 3-story drop. And yeah, bro's insane. He is crazy. Hey, Mark, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. You have a great night. But Benoit is forever. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. I cannot wait for WrestleMania. But all right, fellas, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night because I know, Dustin, you got to work at 4:00 in the morning, right?
Damn.
Checking out the finisher you're talking about. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. He's like for being, he looks kind of small. I don't think he's taller than like 5'8", 5'7", and he probably weighs like 120 pounds soaking wet. But he's actually pretty technical, and he's like a really good in-ring, performer. Really, really good in-ring performer. And then also Christian came back. Christian Cage.
Yeah, I saw something about that. Yeah, right after the Royal Rumble, like he was in the Royal Rumble, and then he shows up in AEW the same week or something.
It was like a week or two after. He was a free agent, so he wasn't under contract with WWE. Yeah. But he had his first match in 7 years this past Dynamite, and he faced Frankie Kazarian, and that was actually a really, really good match. And but yeah, he's back on there. Big Show is Paul White. It's not Big Show, but Paul White is on AEW now too. And then of course Jim Ross is announcing. So like Jim Ross is announcing.
Crazy that Show went over there. I thought that was wild.
Mm-hmm. But like it's good. Like their production, everything going on. Like, yo, give it a shot, man. You might really like it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna call it for the night. So thanks for stopping by. Make sure if you watch this on a replay, if you're not already subscribed to these guys, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You need to figure it out because these dudes have some awesome content going on. Of course, Two Bros Comics is like, they're like up here, and then like I'm down here. Mark Spector's like right around here. So like these dudes are awesome. Make sure you sub up, and y'all have a wonderful night, and peace. Catch you guys